Welcome to CSR Net Chemistry Facts. Hello guys, today we'll discuss about the normal, inverse and the mixed spinals, and after the discussion we will come for the gate questions and we will try to solve it, and few of the gate questions I will give you to homework and you will do that and you will write in the comment box. I will check it. So first I will come for the details discussion. So this is the general formula for a spinal AB2X4, where A is a divalent cation A2 plus, B is a trivalent cation B3 plus, and X is the oxygen, sulfur, selenium and fluorine, etc. So guys, you can see here one divalent cation is there, M plus 2 is there, and two trivalent cation is there, that means M plus 3 is there. So guys, in these spinals there are two void space. So one is tetrahedral void space and one is octahedral void space. Now which metal ion will go to the which void space depends on that. We can classify the spinals in the two categories. One is normal spinal, one is inverse spinal. So what is normal spinal? In this case the metal 2 plus will occupy the tetrahedral site and metal 3 plus will occupy the octahedral site. Why is it? Because the metal 3 plus has a greater CFAC in the octahedral field than the metal 2 plus ion, and hence for gaining the CFAC the metal 3 plus will choose the octahedral sites and the metal 2 plus will choose the tetrahedral site. So this is the normal spinal. So what is the inverse spinal? For an inverse spinal the metal 2 plus will occupy the octahedral site and metal 3 plus will occupy the tetrahedral site as well as the octahedral site. So it will distribute between these two 50% 50%. So why it is like this? Because metal 2 plus, in this case the metal 2 plus octahedral metal 2 plus CFAC value in the octahedral site is greater than the CFAC value in the octahedral site of metal 3 plus, and hence the metal 2 plus will choose the octahedral site for gaining more CFAC, and hence it will be a inverse spinal. So guys, for better understanding I will come for the examples. So the first example what we choose is the Fe3O4. So before coming to this example I want to say that this O2 minus is a weak field ligand, and hence the gap between the T2G and EG, that is the DQ, is very less, and even that is lesser than the pairing energy itself, and hence the high spin complex will form. So guys, for the spinals the high spin complex will form, and all the spinals are the high spin complex. So we will consider always the high spin electronic structure of the metal ion. So this Fe3O4 is not looks like Ab2O4, but if we write like this Fe2O4, then we can understand it is Ab2O4 type of complex, and here one Fe plus 2 is there and two Fe3 plus ion is there. So now we have to calculate the CFAC value of the Fe2 plus ion and Fe3 plus ion. For the Fe2 plus ion it is a D6 system, and for the high spin D6 it will be T2G4Eg2. So it will be octahedral, in octahedral field it will be the electronic configuration, and each T2G will contribute, each T2G electron will contribute minus 0.4 and each EG electron will contribute plus 0.6, and if we calculate we will get the minus 0.4 delta O. For Fe3 plus it is a D5 system and the electronic configuration is T2G3Eg2, and hence the CFAC is 0. So guys, when we will compare the CFACs we always will talk about the mod value of the CFAC, okay, because CFAC is a gaining energy and it is always be negative. So therefore we have to talk about the mod value of the CFAC, okay. So Fe2 plus has the higher CFAC because the mod value of this is more than the CFAC octahedral of Fe3 plus, and hence the Fe2 plus will prefer the octahedral site, and hence it will be a normal spinal, sorry, it will be an inverse spinal because the metal 2 plus is coming to the octahedral site, so it will be a inverse spinal. So now I will come for the example 2. So in this example I taken this Mn then chromium 2O4. So in this case the manganese is 2 plus and chromium is 3 plus. The manganese 2 plus is D5 system and the CFAC is 0. Chromium 3 plus is a D3 system, that means T2G3 Eg 0, and the CFAC is minus 1.2 delta O, and that is the highest CFSE among this all DN configuration. Actually D8 and D3 has the highest CFSE, and hence if the metal ion is D3 or D8 electronic configuration, then obviously that will go for the octahedral site. So here the chromium 3 plus has the higher CFSE and it will choose the octahedral site, and as the 3 plus ion choose the octahedral site, therefore it is a normal spinel. Okay, so guys, I will come for a few points. These points are very important to remember and for giving answer in CSI, GATE or different type of competitive exams. So the point number 1 is the plus 2 metal ion, if it is non-transitional element and plus 3 metal ion is a transitional element, then it will be a normal spinel. Why? Because for a non-transitional element there will be no CFSE, that means the CFSE gaining is 0. That means we can write like this: CFSE equal to 0. For the plus 3 oxidation state metal ion, as it is a transition metal, it has a CFSE, and the CFSE, the mod value of the CFSE obviously greater than 0, and hence the plus 3 metal ion will choose the octahedral site for gaining the CFSE, and hence it will be a normal spinel. But if the metal ion is D0 or high spin D5 or D10 configuration, then the plus 3 metal ion has a CFSE equal to 0, and hence this rule will be not applicable for that case. So non-transitional metal does not have a CFSE, and we can take it as a CFSE equal to 0, and therefore the B3 plus has the higher CFSE than this A2 plus, and hence it will be a normal spinel. So guys, I will come for some examples. So first example I taken that MgCr2O4. So here you can see that Mg2 plus is there, which is a non-transitional element, and hence it will equivalent to CFSE equal to 0. And chromium 3 plus is there. Chromium 3 plus is a D3 system. I already told it is the highest stable system in the octahedral field. So therefore it has a greater CFSE value than the Mg2 plus. So therefore the chromium 3 plus ion will choose the octahedral site, and it will be a normal spinel. And the point number 2 I want to say, the point number 2 is that if both the metal ions, that means the metal 2 plus and metal 3 plus, are transitional metal with D0, high spin D5 or D10 configurations, then the spinal type will depends on the metal ion size. Because guys, for D0, D5, D10 the CFSE gaining is actually 0. So in that case we cannot break the tie by these CFSE values. So we have to choose another factor for the determination, and that is the size. And as we know, the tetrahedral site has a smaller size compared to the octahedral site. So therefore which metal has the smaller size will choose the tetrahedral site, and which metal has the larger size will choose the octahedral site. So for a case 1, if the metal 2 plus ion has a greater size than the metal 3 plus ion, then it will be a inverse spinel, because in this case the metal 2 plus ion has a larger size and it will occupy the octahedral site. And in the case 2, we can see the metal 3 plus ion has a greater size than the metal 2 plus ion. So therefore metal 3 plus ion will choose the octahedral site, and the smaller size metal 2 plus ion will choose the tetrahedral site, and hence it will be a normal spinel. And case 3, it is a different type of case where the both of the metal ion has the equal size or nearly comparable size. So in that case we will get a mixed spinel, which means that in the spinal lattice, so there will be a few spinels will be inverse spinel, few spinel will be normal spinel. So there will be a mixture of both. So we will get a mixed spinels. So now we'll come for the examples. For example, I taken the zinc Fe2O4. So in this case zinc is plus 2 and Fe is plus 3. So zinc plus 2 is D10 electronic configuration, and hence CFSE equal to 0. And Fe plus 3 is a D5 electronic configuration and CFSE equal to 0. So both these cases have a CFSE 0. So hence the determining factor is the size. The size of the zinc is smaller than the iron. Why? because we know in a period if you go from the left to right the size will be decreased. So therefore the zinc size will smaller than the iron, and hence what will happen, it will the zinc will occupy the tetrahedral site and Fe3 plus will occupy the octahedral site, and hence it will be a normal spinel. So in the example 5 we take a Mn Fe2O4. So in this case you can see the manganese 2 plus and Fe3 plus both have D5 configuration, and hence the CFSE is 0, and as both are staying just in the middle of the period and the same period, and hence the both have compatible size. So hence what will happen, so we will get a mixed spinel. Okay, so guys, we will understand this all spinal concept. Now I will come for the questions. So GATE 2018 this question came. Here you can see the AB, the question is given like this: AB2O4 is an inverse spinel, and what will be the A and B? So guys, if you consider the option A, then we can see that Ni2 plus is a D8 system, and I told you that D3 and D8 has the highest CFSE, and obviously choose the octahedral site. And here gallium 3 plus is a non-transitional element and CFSE equal to 0. So therefore this is the ideal condition for the inverse spinel, and hence this will be the correct answer. But guys, I will come for the next option as well. So option B we already discussed, and it is a normal spinel. In the option 3 the iron is a D6 configuration and chromium is a D3 configuration, and I told you that D3 has the highest CFSE among all DN configurations. So therefore the chromium 3 plus will choose the octahedral site, and hence it will be a normal spinel. And in the option D, the Mn2 plus and Mn3 plus, Mn2 plus is a D5 system and hence CF is equal to 0. Mn3 plus is a D4 system, so D4 system obviously has a greater CFSE than Mn2 plus, hence it is a normal spinel. So therefore the correct option is option A. So now guys, I will come for the next question. Here the manganese MnCr2O4 is given. So it will be I already calculated for this, and this is a normal spinel I already showed you. So now the total CFSE energy calculation I want to show you. For this case the chromium 3 plus is occupying the octahedral site, so therefore each of the chromium 3 plus will give minus 1.2 delta O or minus 12 dq. So minus 12 dq, so therefore 2 chromium ion is there in this case, so therefore 2 into minus 12 equal to minus 24 dq. Now Mn2 plus is there in the tetrahedral site, but in the tetrahedral site Mn2 plus is actually have a D5 configuration, and hence the CFSE gaining, CFSE tetrahedral will be 0. So minus 24 plus 0 equal to minus 24. So guys, which one is the correct answer? Option C is the correct answer, right? So guys, hope you understand this question answer. So now I will come for the GATE 2008 question. Here the three complexes are given, and we have determined the normal and the inverse spinel, and already we did this. So we can say that Fe3O4 is a inverse spinel, Mn3O4 is a normal spinel, and nickel Fe2O4 is a inverse spinel, and hence the option number D is the correct answer. So guys, the next question, it came to the GATE 2004. The two spinels are given, and we have to determine that it will be a normal or inverse spinel. So guys, this question you will do in your notebook, and write the correct answer in my comment box. Okay, so I will check your answer. If you are right, then I will tell that, and if you are wrong, then I will explain that why you are wrong. So guys, hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe this YouTube channel and press the bell icon for the further notification.